What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today, going to be using the Milwaukee Bucks, currently 16-11, second in the Eastern Conference, obviously led by two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. I believe this is the second to last team that I have to do along the lines of the normal rebuilds. I believe the only team I have not yet to do after this will be the Los Angeles Lakers. If I have not done your favorite team or just realized I forgot a team, please let me know down below in the comment section. Please just make sure you check first, though, because the amount of comments I get, saying, do the Raptors, do the Heat, I have done them. All you have to do is go check. It's in a playlist. It's in my most recent videos. It really doesn't take that much time. So we're going to be probably getting into some trading every player rebuilds after one of these. I know you guys do love those, and I actually have a ton of fun doing them. So if you guys want to see those down below, let me know what first team you want me to see in one of those rebuilds. And along with that, if you guys are new, we're on the road to 30K. You guys have been killing it with the subs lately. Thank you guys all so much. So if you guys are new around here, definitely make sure to subscribe. All right, we take a look at this roster right now. Obviously, Giannis signed a long-term extension. Pretty sure every Bucks fan was happy about that. I think he's going to be on this team for the long haul now. Chris Middleton, definitely not a bad Robin to Giannis's Batman. I think he probably can be here the entire video. We will see. Obviously, these two are going to tie up a lot of money for me. So, but I don't really have a problem with that if, they get the job done. Rest of this team, Drew Holiday regresses so quickly, so unfairly. It's a really stupid thing, but I don't know. He has a player option, I believe, after this year. Yes, he does $26 million. I'll probably, not trade him. I'll probably re-sign him on that. And then maybe shortly trade him after that. I'm going to imagine he's probably going to turn down that $26 million. So we will see. The rest of this team, I think Brook Lopez is literally the absolutely perfect center to be playing next to Giannis, who really, he's definitely been getting a lot better, at shooting outside the arc. But we'll have to see about that. Rest of this team, I used to like Dante DiVincenzo a lot. I'm not a huge fan of him anymore. We got Thanasis, Giannis' brother, right here, and then it's honestly, in my opinion, it's just a lot of guys that I can probably look to upgrade at some point. So before we do get into year number one, I probably will make a few trades. Obviously, Giannis really won't have a backup at this power forward spot, so that really doesn't matter too much. We will maybe have DJ Wilson here, who was from Michigan, correct? Yeah, 17th overall pick in 2017. I don't mind Portis, who's is only on a one-year deal. Could look to move him, but I don't mind him at that backup center spot. Lopez will definitely be starting no matter what. That's not debatable. Maybe could look for an upgrade, behind Chris Middleton. That's the thing with these good teams is everybody's always like, you never make him that many trades in year number one. It's because they're a contender. You really don't need to be making that many trades typically. So might look for a new backup shooting guard besides Bryn Forbes for DiVincenzo. And then Augustine's not my favorite option there, but I definitely could live with it. He's probably only going to be playing 10, 12 minutes a night, whatever it is. So with that being said, I probably will definitely make at least one or two moves. So I'll see you guys with that first trade. So trade number one here is going to come with the Atlanta Hawks. Torrey Craig, Bryn Forbes heading over there. We're going to be picking up Chris Dunn, who's obviously a super solid defensive piece. Him and Drew Holiday at that point guard spot are now definitely both going to be absolutely locked down. I know I just gave a little bit of a speech about how I kind of was okay with DJ Augustine at that backup point guard spot, but I think Chris Dunn's an obvious upgrade. We also do get, 7 years younger. So they're both on 1 year. Oh, excuse me. DJ Augustine was actually on a 2-year deal, but he probably wasn't going to be lasting much longer at the age of 33. So Dunn is only on a 1-year deal. We'll obviously address that this coming offseason, but as of now, I do need to find a new backup shooting guard, so we're definitely not done making trades. Probably our final trade here is going to be coming with the New Orleans Pelicans. DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson heading over to the Pelicans. We're going to pick up JJ Redick, some great shooting off the bench. Honestly, really wouldn't be even a bad pickup for them in real life. So we're now going to go ahead and set this rotation right now. I'm a fan of 9-man rotations. You guys know that. Mike Boldenhoser wants to use a 10. Unfortunately, we're going to drop that one down to 9. So I don't have a problem with Connaughton being my 6th man. I don't love having, big men be my 6th man. I don't really think they add a ton of value in that department. So 14 here. Actually, I'm going to probably swap this. We're going to probably go 10 here. Probably going to go around 14 here to Dunn. Or excuse me, 10 to Dunn. I think Redick scoring off the bench will definitely be a good contributing factor for him getting more minutes. So Giannis at 38, Lopez at 32, Middleton probably 36, DiVincenzo 33, Holiday probably 35, and I'll just give a 33rd here to Lopez. So, yeah, that's how it's going to look year number one. The rotation as follows: Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Bench unit: Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, JJ Redick, and Chris Dunn. So, obviously a contending team here in the Eastern Conference. I would love to use start today, but the bonehead, the ass monkey who runs my league, doesn't know how to make start today work. So that's going to be it for now. I'll see you guys at the end of year number one. So year number one comes to a close here. Giannis Antetokounmpo, another MVP. It seems to happen every single video. 31 points, 15 boards, 6.5 assists. He's pretty good. We are second here in the Eastern Conference, third in the power rankings. Didn't quite check out our record because I'm never paying attention. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man. Giannis also gets another Defensive Player of the Year award, so not too bad. I remember the conversation between him and Anthony Davis for that. Obviously, he ended up getting it last year. Christian Wood, Most Improved, definitely a possibility in real life. Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. Lakers go 60-22. So we're 55-27, not that bad. 2 seed only behind the Brooklyn Nets, who obviously have one of the better big threes in the NBA right now. So let's go ahead and check out some player stats right now. Giannis obviously led us in scoring. Chris Middleton, not a bad second option whatsoever. I mean, if I'm going to get 21.5, 5.5, and almost 5 from him, he's definitely going to be a good enough second option here. Drew Holiday wasn't bad whatsoever. We will see how he ends up, regressing this offseason because it tends to happen. If he doesn't end up progressing and we're good with him, going into year number 2, I will definitely keep him around as a third option because he definitely is, a pretty solid option there. Brook Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo, Bobby Portis. So it's not a bad rest of the team whatsoever. I think we might need to work on the bench definitely a little bit at some point. But, wow, Giannis leads us in every single category. But as of now, obviously, we got the squad. And this is going to be who we're facing the Miami Heat here with. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Andre Iguodala, Bam Adebayo is going to be the starting 5 there for them. We are up 3-1, and we do end up with a quick gentleman sweep after they took game 1. So it's us in Cleveland here in round number 2. Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Love, Andre Drummond's the starting 5 there for them in Cleveland. And we win that one in 6. And wow, Philadelphia. Holy shit, Atlanta actually beat Brooklyn in round number 1. You don't see that every day. You really don't. So us in Philly here in the East Finals, Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. That is a pretty scary starting 5, obviously, in real life right now. They are a 1 seed. And we win in 7. It's us in Utah here. Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Royce O'Neal, Rudy Gobert. Utah's also a 1 seed in their respective conference right now. And wow, year number 1, we get a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the age of 26 does get his first championship and his first finals MVP. Definitely a possibility in real life within the next couple of years, I would say. So we're going to head up to league meetings right now. We're probably not going to be putting any of these through. They actually all got rejected anyways. This is a dumb one. Eliminate short-term contracts. Like what? So you can't give a guy a 10-day contract? Abolish the trade deadline? I've yet to understand why this would be a possibility. Because it says throughout the season. Not throughout the regular season, just throughout the season. So, like, we just played the Jazz in the finals. If I wanted to trade Chris Middleton for Donovan Mitchell at the, in the middle of a game, or not in the middle of a game, just in the middle of a series, it's a possibility. Like, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to do the draft lottery right now. Obviously, we probably do not have any picks in this. Knicks are projected number 1. They end up with number 2. Bulls end up with number 1. So a cut out there. I did go ahead and sign an entire new staff right now. I'll just go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Logan Smith, Oliver Saunders was here. Mike Budenholzer obviously not going anywhere. I signed one new assistant coach in Trent Peterson, and then I got Randy Martin, who obviously I pretty much get every time. So we do have our 30th overall pick. I probably will not use it. I don't really know what I could probably use it for that would be that significant. So with a team like this that literally just won a championship, you're probably not going to be getting much, in the draft anyways. You're probably not going to be needing much in the draft anyways. So we're not going to be making a pick at least this year. Team player options right now. So yes, as I expected, Holiday, Portis, done, all declined. Sam Merrill, Jordan Nwora. I'll bring you guys back. Maybe I can get a pick for you guys. Brandon Godwin, Giannis's brother here. Probably not going to happen if we're being honest. I mean, I'm sure he'd love it if I could bring him back, but probably just not going to happen. So I'm going to see if I can get a first-round pick for both of these guys, and then we will probably hop into some free agency stuff real quick. I got one for, who was that? Sam Merrill, and now Jordan Nwora, whatever the hell it is. Thank you very much, Cleveland. So we're now into free agency right now. Obviously, Drew Holiday is a priority for us. Pelicans are, wow, trying to actually bring him back, but it's not a very good deal. We do have bird rights on him. So I'm going to try to give him a little bit more money just in case, at some point in time, I do have to trade him. Want to be able to match him up with, some of those bigger offers, just to make things work. So I'm not sure how I have bird rights on Chris Dunn, but I do, and we're going to probably bring him back as well. Portis, we just don't even have bird rights on, so he's basically just going to be walking for nothing, which is unfortunate, but it's honestly not the end of the world. So Holiday and Dunn are coming back, our two great defensive point guards right there. And now I might try to make an upgrade at the shooting guard spot. I don't love Dante DiVincenzo. I just don't really know what I could possibly pair him with to get something that would be that much better, if you know what I'm saying. So I might have something in mind. If not, I'll show you guys my next bench piece signing. So I have no idea if this is going to be possible right now, but Colin Sexton's an obvious upgrade over Dante DiVincenzo. I wouldn't mind throwing Pat Connaughton in there. And then I don't really have any picks right now, so that's the... Wow, okay, that was simple enough. I actually tried it with one pick, and it just didn't work, so... Nonetheless, we did pick up Colin Sexton, who could be my point guard, could be my shooting guard, but I have no problem. This is technically his listed position at shooting guard right now, so I don't have a problem keeping him there. So we definitely need to work on the bench at this point in time. We did just re-sign Chris Dunn to be our new backup, our backup point guard again, but we definitely got a little bit younger right there. I don't even play Fortnite. I don't know why it keeps updating. So I'm going to sign a backup shooting guard, small forward, and center right now. I don't really know what sort of great options I'm going to have. Center spot, like Gorgie Jang, it's just not really a great fit. Langston Galloway couldn't be the worst thing in the world. I wouldn't mind bringing in Avery Bradley, a little more defense, honestly, so he could be a good pickup for us. Then, like, Myers Leonard, honestly, wouldn't be terrible. I actually really like Myers Leonard a lot. And then, like, oh, boy. Vincent Poirier, Celtics legend. Okay, that's pretty bad, but honestly, the starting five is ridiculous, so I can live with it for now. I'll see you guys the rotation at the start of year number 2. So we're going to do this deal here with San Antonio. Drew Holiday regressed to an 81 at the point guard spot, and I don't know why I didn't do it in the offseason. I knew it was coming. So him a first, second, and Myers Leonard heading over to San Antonio. We get DeJounte Murray. Oh my God. We also get Davis Bertans, who's going to be a key contributor off the bench for us, as our bench is pretty dog shit right now. So DeJounte Murray is going to come in. Obviously, we get a lot younger there, a lot more explosive. Or I don't even know if that would be a good term. But him and Sexton going to be a great backcourt for us. Brook Lopez is down to a 77, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I can honestly live with it for 1 year. And then, honestly, Lopez is going to have to probably get traded after this year. But as of now, this is how it's going to look. We're probably going to go 32 here, 38, probably 36. 35, and then 34 there is honestly fine by me. So that is it, year number 2. Obviously, we are fresh off a championship, looking to repeat. We do have a couple new additions here in this starting 5, and honestly, it probably did get better. So that's how it's going to look. Let's hopefully go back to back. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So I have no idea what happened with this team. We just flat out were fucking terrible, to be honest with you. We were 8th here in the Eastern Conference, 10th in the power rankings. Not really sure how that math adds up, but I don't know how you come fresh off a championship, make your starting 5 better. Your bench really doesn't get that much worse, honestly. Like, it was worse. It wasn't that much worse, and go from a 2 seed to an 8 seed. Like, I just don't personally get that one. I know stats don't tell everything, but they're pretty much all they can tell me right now. So I'm probably going to dive into that, make my decision off of that. But for now, we are probably not going to be going back to back. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year. Precious Achiuwa, 6th man. Ozzy, Defensive Player of the Year. Shaq Harrison, Most Improved. Definitely don't see that one a lot. Brad Stevens, Coach of the Year. Celtics go 59-23. So we definitely do have to face them in the first round, which is, not my favorite team to face, but, the Celtics don't have the best of luck against the Bucks most of the time. So, Giannis wasn't scoring. Sexton was not the problem. Middleton really wasn't either. DeJounte Murray was, I don't expect DeJounte Murray to put up 20 points a game. Like, that's not him. I guess Brook Lopez is honestly probably just too old at this fucking point. So, I need a center that can shoot the ball, and, Brook Lopez doesn't make a ton of money. And is he a free agent after this year? He's not. So I will try to get, capitalize my trade value on him, but again, it's probably not going to be much. So starting 5 here for Boston here, or in the playoffs, I guess, Walker, Brown, Tatum, Williams, and DeAndre Jordan. That is a terrible front court, but, a terrible pairing at the front court spot. And we actually take them to 7, but nonetheless, we do lose. So the Memphis Grizzlies go on to win the finals. Ja Morant, finals MVP. The unfortunate thing is we're not a big market team, so we do not have a big budget. So I do not know if I can go ahead and increase salary cap 15 mil. No, I'm not going to do it. As much as I would love to and as much as it would benefit me, it's just I have never put any of these league meetings through unless it's a video where I put every league meeting through. So just because it would benefit me right now, I'm not going to be doing that. So I do not believe we even have a first round pick for the next 10 years. So we're definitely not having anything right now. Indiana ends up with number 1. Staff signing right now, like, we just don't really have money. And it's Boldenhoser at the end of the day does have good ratings. Here, we'll get a new assistant coach. Vin Baker, you can go to the moon or something. We are now going to go ahead and try to sign Mike D'Antoni as a new assistant coach. He doesn't want to come here. I don't blame you. Jesse Murray, you don't even really have that good of ratings. Oh my God. I guess I'll sign you. And seriously, he just rejected me. Literally could not be down worse right now. Okay, Jesus Christ. We're going to head up to the NBA draft right now where I'm almost 100% positive we don't have any sort of pick. We have a second round pick. That's literally useless. So up to team player options right now, we have absolutely 0 of those. Obviously, this free agency is absolutely loaded. Colin Sexton's the number 1 priority, getting him back. And he is restricted nonetheless, so it really shouldn't be a big deal. I'll just hopefully give him that, and he's going to accept that. So everybody else is pretty much going to be free to go. I didn't even know we had Evan Turner, Tyler Johnson. Evan Turner is actually an assistant coach for the Celtics in real life right now. But Sexton's back on a very cheap deal. And now we got to figure out what's going on with this team because Brook Lopez probably not cutting it at this point anymore. So I will see you guys with a trade. So I'm going to try to do this here with Portland. Unfortunately, I didn't want to trade Chris Dunn. He's literally the only one that makes the money work that is coming off the bench. Bertans is just too much money. As you can see right here, Avery Bradley is not enough money. And so Chris Dunn is pretty much the odd guy out. Again, I don't even know if this is going to go through. I only have 1 first round pick, and they actually do end up taking that. So Yusuf Nurkic, probably not the best fit on this team. Not the best stretch, center, but he's pretty much all I could get. So he's going to be my starting center next to Giannis, obviously, and then we probably do need to work on the bench a little bit. DeJounte Murray didn't have the best year. He did not have the best year whatsoever. But I don't really think I'm expecting. Actually, he had his best year, but not the best year for what I was probably looking for. But I can live with that. I honestly can. So we definitely need a new backup point guard, a new backup small forward, and maybe even honestly a new backup shooting guard. Avery Bradley might be just aging a little bit too much at this point in time. So let's just see what sort of trade offers I do get for him. Grant Williams, Dacia, Knicks. Honestly, not a bad rookie year. Yeah, come in, be my new backup point guard. We do have to add an exception. I don't really mind that. So, we need a point guard and a small forward at this, or excuse me, a shooting guard and a small forward at this point. Let's see. Damian Lee, not bad. Will Barton actually do quite a bit. You know, a veteran off the bench is definitely going to be a key piece of this team right now when we're trying to win a championship. And honestly, I wouldn't mind bringing back Bryn Forbes. He wasn't, you know, ever playing for us in year number 1, but I definitely think he could be solid for us. I mean, if he has to be. So, ultimately, it's just the bench. They're not even playing that many minutes. So, oh, wait, I need a center as well. Oh, wait. I didn't even realize. Did I do a 10-man rotation last year? That might be where I screwed myself. How did I not realize that? Okay, because I don't need Davis Bertans. How on God's green earth did I not realize that? I feel really dumb right now. I really do. All right, let me bring in Luke Kennard. How the fuck did I feel really dumb right now. I don't know how I didn't. Did I have a 10-man rotation? Or I just not have a backup somewhere. I honestly have no idea. But hopefully this new look team is better. I'm sure a lot of you were screaming at me in the comment section, but I mind fart right now. So hopefully this seems a lot better. I'll see you guys the rotation at the start of the third and final year. So year number 3, the third and final year here. Starting 5 looks like this: DeJounte Murray, Colin Sexton, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Yusuf Nurkic. Again, I don't know what happened with me having Davis Bertans on this team last year. I think I just saw him and thought Giannis was either at the small forward spot or something. I really have no idea what happened there. But hopefully this bench definitely got a lot of improvements. Luke Kennard, Daniel Gafford, Dacian Nix, and Bryn Forbes. An entire new bench right there. So I think it's definitely going to help out this team a lot. And hopefully not be an 8 seed and hopefully get another championship. We'll see you guys at the end of the third and final year. Just feels like one of those days where nothing's going to go right. I mean, Giannis got another MVP. It's good to see that, you know, now that he doesn't have a backup again. But we're a 3 seed. I don't really know how this is a 3 seed team, but all that I really care about is the playoffs. So not going to question it. Yeah. So Giannis gets another MVP. Victor is your rookie of the year. Precious Achiuwa, 6-man. Giannis also gets another defensive player of the year. Udoka Azubuike is your most improved, and Dwayne Casey coach of the year for, I guess, wait, who? Is he the Pistons head coach? I don't know. Is he? Like, I don't really care that much, but if he's not the Pistons head coach, I'm not gonna look that hard. He's not. So I don't know. Maybe he's the new Memphis head. I honestly have no idea. I don't really care nonetheless. So we do have the Knicks in the first round. Before we do check that out, let's check out some player stats real quick. Giannis led us in scoring. Colin Sexton's, you know, definitely taking over Chris Middleton's number 2 spot, and Middleton just slides back down to that 3 spot. DeJounte Murray, Yusuf Nurkic is definitely a lot better than the stats that Brook Lopez was, you know, putting up last year and probably was going to put up this year. Luke Kennard, Dacian Nix, Daniel Gafford, Bryn Forbes. Rebounds per game was Giannis. Assists was DeJounte Murray. He overtook Giannis in that department. Now we got the Knicks here in round number 1. Dinwiddie, Jalen Green, RJ Barrett, Kevin Durant. That's, mother of God. So KD versus Giannis here in the first round. We're up 3-1. We do end up sweeping them, or quick gentlemen sweeping 5. Us in Chicago here in round number 2. Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Pat Williams, Clint Capella, and Wendell Carter Jr. in a front court. I don't know the weird obsession with playing 2 absolutely fucking Christ pure centers next to each other, but it worked and they beat us, and the Memphis Grizzlies go on to win another finals. Ja Morant finals MVP. Well, we got one today. There's nothing. Here's the thing with teams like this, like them, the Lakers. There's only so much you can do when you already have 2 really good players on the team. So, I mean, if I didn't get a championship, I'd be really pissed right now. So I don't really care that much, but we will see. As always, if you guys are new around here, please do make sure to subscribe. So comment what other video series you want to see down below in the comment section as well. I'm happy to do the trading every player videos, and if you guys don't want to see those, you want to see something else, let me know. But other than that, again, I'm working on getting out as many videos as possible per week. However, it's not always possible. So once again, that does about, whoa my God, I'm stroking out right now. That does about do it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.